Welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. Hit subscribe, hit the bell. Today I am going to review the Adelphi Ledaig 63.3%. You heard right, 63.3%. Cask number 800001. So that's 800001. A little background on the Ledaig if you haven't seen my other Ledaig reviews already, which I'll give you a link to. Ledaig is the heavily peated, heavily smoky version of Tobermory, Isle of Mull, and it can be a relatively polarizing dram, but the distillery bottlings you get are generally quite easy to palate. They're designed to be easily consumed. But in a single barrel expression of, this run is only 252 bottles. 252 bottles of Ledaig with Adelphi. You really see what the distillery can produce in a single barrel expression. It is very, very unique, very, very different. And today I'm going to try this one. And this has a bit of a reputation, by the way, so I'm excited. Now, Adelphi has released some Ledaig in the past, and they will, I'm sure, continue to release them. But I'm a fan of Ledaig. It's very polarizing. It is a very, very strong whiskey as a general proposition. So let's get nosing. Ooh. Now this has been open for a while, and if you haven't seen my piece on does whiskey go off in a bottle, then watch that as well. Put the link up. And this will give you a little context to why I think it's softened a bit, but I will give you the notes anyway. I'm getting a heavy oily resin. Heavy oily resin. It's tarry, it's like a bit of bitumen. It's very herbal. Slight sweetness, burnt sugar. A faint smell of burnt rubber. And funny enough, I'm getting a very, very light floral smell to it too. Caramelized honey. As you can probably see the theme, everything I'm smelling is burnt caramel, toasted coconut. Oh, it smells very nice. And it's a little bit steely as well, a little steely. But I can smell already, it's oily. If it is waxy, it's overpowered by the oiliness. It's got a spice to it. Let's try it with water, the nose. Alright, with water, slight salinity comes through, the floral nature comes through. I wouldn't characterize it as fruity, but the burnt tones of burnt caramel, burnt honey, becomes less burnt, if that makes sense. I'm getting a slight savouriness, meaty, salami, guanciale, fat, pig fat. Yeah, I'm getting some pig fat in there, but I can assure you it's halal. And a dried, I think it's like a preserved dried cherry. Like a deep preserved sweetness of a fruit. With the water, I'm getting earthiness, sootiness, the smell of cigar and tobacco that's unlit, and the sweetness of cedar, Spanish cedar. Let's get tasted. Wow, that is a mouthful. This has mellowed out since I've tried it. 63.3%. Whoa, that is a mouthful. It is fire. First, actually, when you try it, the immediate thing you taste is a sweetness, an intense, sharp sweetness, and it immediately disappears almost. and you will be overwhelmed with heavy oiliness that permeates through your mouth, and it's permeating still. It becomes immediately savory, sooty, like a steak that's just been charred around the edges, like the steak fat, pork chop fat that's been charred on the edges. Oh man, oil, charcoal, soot. I mean, it's peaty, but a different kind of peaty. The peat doesn't taste as, there's no iodine, there's not as much iodine to the peatiness. It's smoke, it is resin, it's like, it's almost reminiscent of glue, you know? We've all eaten glue as a child, don't, you know, like contact glue, don't fool yourself. That is a mouthful. Oh, spicy. It's spicy. It is potent. It is a hit in the face. The heat is a bit like almost like a very mild wasabi heat. Delicious though. Delicious. Not a session whiskey. I'm telling you now, not a session whiskey. But definitely it shows you what the Ledaig can be that isn't distillery bottling at 63.3%. Now let's try the one with the water. Oh man, that is like it's got earthiness to it. It is almost like a thick cola syrup, coriander root. It's spicy. It is like a spicy cola. Earthy, smoky, uber smoky. The smoky is overwhelming almost. It's like, just imagine being in a room with kerosene lamps. It is just so smoky. The resin is heavy, the oil permeates in your palate, in your mouth, and your tongue, and it doesn't want to leave. It's still there. This will be the last thing you taste in a night, because if you drink it, it'll be the only thing you taste on the night. But it is an outstanding dram. It will be polarizing. Some people will go, wow, what is that? It's harsh, but it's uber challenging, but it's also extremely experiential. And I like it. I like it because the Ledaig, the normal Ledaigs are generally quite soft and palatable comparatively to the single barrel expression. Delicious dram. Delicious dram. Cigar pairings. You know, I'd struggle to recommend something to you with this because this will overpower most cigars, so you're gonna have to go big or go home in this one. If you get the next Ledaig output or outturn of Adelphi, have the most peppery cigar you have, or the oiliest triple Maduro añejo cigar you have. That's all I've got for you. It is so strong that it will overpower anything milder than that. Or if you want to use a milder one to, you know, to balance it out, that's fine. Would I get this again? Hell yeah, I would. I would get this again, definitely. It's good value as well. It'll be sub 100 USD roughly. Let's say 80 to 90 USD. Yes, I would definitely get it again. Usually when these ones come out, they sell out within 24 hours because they're really good value and the experience is fantastic. So yes, I would get it again. I highly recommend it. Thank you for joining me today, and don't forget to eat, smoke and drink. Cheers. Oh shit, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You get such a fright. I was just gonna go up on the table.
I thought a bird like shat on me. Like a really big bird.
I went, boop.